All right, it's working now. We're back. Hey there, Mama. I had to get it back working again. I don't know what happened there. I did Rose's reading, and I'm looking on a laptop beside me, which is logged into my husband's YouTube. It's not my YouTube, so it's totally separate from my computer. My computer's on my left, the camera's in front of me, and I had no idea that it was stuck because I was scrolled back at the text reading the message, the question. And then when I started scrolling down, I realized like all you guys could hear was this ritual, ritual, ritual. So who did I do? I did Vita, and then I was working on Rose. So Rose, did you hear it? Did you hear any of your reading or not? Yeah, because I could see the camera was still going and showing you everything on the camera, but the what's her name wasn't. Ah, when I do a reading, Rose, and when I'm finished, it's like it goes in my head and out of my head. Um, I'm just going to do it again. I haven't got much time to be online, maybe 15 minutes. It looks like it's frozen again. No, it hasn't. Vida didn't hear yours. Okay, so I can't remember what your questions were or anything. So I'm just going to read four cards each, okay? Four cards for Vida, four cards for Rose. 3-2, 3-2. I think it sounded like Ritu, Ritu, Ritu. I don't know. I don't know what it was frozen on. I'm going to have to delete that video anyway. Oh, how did David feel? How did David feel? Okay, let's look at that. How did David feel about Rose? Hey there, Joanna. I'm only on for like 15 minutes and then I'm turning this thing off anyway. I was online for about an hour and then the thing just crashed and started repeating. I don't know why. It's ever since I've had this new system, this new MacBook Air, and I'm running it through OBS. I don't know if it's something to do with OBS. Once you hit an hour, that it starts going stupid. But I was online 2 hours straight or 2.5 hours straight yesterday with no problem. So I don't know what went on. How did David feel? Okay, we got good and not so great here. We got a couple of being together and moving on in their lives here. And then we've got a couple that decide to call it quits. So we got in two minds about what went on. We've also got a black 7 and a red 7. Again, the same sort of feeling. Part of it feels really good, really nice. Some of it is worries about either you or him and something hanging on to the past. And there's two females coming out in here, so I'm wondering if there was talk about his past, his mother, his sister, an ex. But yeah, this is kind of like a negative kind of feel that I'm getting here. But then down here, this is more of a positive, like stepping over what was into something new. So I don't know what's gone down between you. Was it Rose and David? I don't know if in the past there's been some bad blood between you or some sort of arguments or stuff like that. And your cards were nothing like this, what I just did this other reading. Your cards actually showed a possibility of a baby girl in the future from what I remember. Um, so yeah, but this is showing me that this is the conversation. There may have been some talk where he regrets talking about a particular person or a situation. Yeah, so yeah, there's some sort of regrets there or going over the past and thinking, oh, I shouldn't have talked about that or you shouldn't have talked about that. There is this don't want to commit, don't want to have a future, do want to commit, soulmate connection. So it's a very mixed feeling I'm getting off this person that you were talking to. There is this thought of possible movement. So I don't know if there's a distance between you and you're thinking of him moving towards you or you moving towards him or going on a future adventure together. But yeah, there is this regrets about the past or about a person in the past or about something that was said. But you do have a soulmate connection with this David character. Uh, that's all I'm getting at the moment. I wish that you had the other reading because there was a lot of information come out and I have no idea what I said now, apart from a possible pregnancy or somebody getting pregnant around you. This doesn't indicate anything about pregnancy this time. This more indicates a relationship that was ended and a relationship that's starting. This is a relationship where somebody's not committed. This is a relationship where two people are committed. So it's very opposite energies. We've got a black 7, a red 7, a black 2, a red 2. So it's very and we've even got a black queen, a red queen. So I think he's in two minds about the get together, the conversation. Okay, I've got to move it right along because I will be going offline very, very soon. I only came back to quickly grab these last readings. So Furious, is Furious still here? Who's still here on that list? Ritu. I think that's what I got stuck on with Ritu, because Ritu was writing the question about the government or something. Ritu's here because Ritu was posting the question. So Vita, you heard your reading, Vita? Yours was just general, wasn't it? Okay, I'll do another quick Vita reading. I was sure that I got the Vita one done before it blocked. But yeah, anyway, so Vita, just general messages. What's Vita need to know? I'll have to talk to my hubby about this because I'm watching myself shuffle cards and I've already shuffled them and put them on the table. So there's some sort of big delay going on with this using this OBS thing. I'm going to try and see if I can go through YouTube itself on the new MacBook and see if it will work the way I'm used to using it, because this is like driving me up the wall using OBS. Okay, Vita, general messages. I think that you had these two cards before. This is like making money out of money. But don't go too overboard with it because it comes down really quickly. So if you invested $200, it'll quickly be $1,000, but then it will quickly be $500 and then $400 and like it's going down. This is some sort of new adventure, new friendships, invitations, possible wedding. I'm not seeing the love card, so I don't think it is a wedding. I think it's more to do with a business adventure or a new school, a new adventure. You will be making friends with males and females, so there's new people coming into your life. There's also news about a newlywed couple, possible baby boy and baby girl. So there's news of two births here, Vita. Okay, so Ritu, please post that question again about the government, I think it was. Oh, shit, that's too many. Yeah, so Vita, this is new friendships, building the bridges. I feel like this is all about work coming up for you. It's all about work, study, money, investments, travel, working things out. I do feel like with financial, be very, very careful. If you've got $10,000, don't just think, oh, I've got $10,000, I'm just going to spend half of it. Don't spend it unless you really have to at this time, because you may end up in a bit of trouble financially here. You may also be going for some money, borrowing some money. You might be wanting 1,000, but you only get 500. So there's some sort of half thing here. I do feel like you're working out what you want to do next. But you do have this friendship kind of thing, gatherings kind of thing. Sometimes you're going to feel a little bit left out. Moving out soon, helping your aunt with her business. Yeah, okay, so save all your money. The movement will happen, but I don't think it's going to happen as quickly as you want it to. And you got the double fives here, so there might be a delay of 5 weeks, 5 months, May next year. You do have a spirit energy. There's a female and a male in spirit trying to come through, trying to help guide you on your path. You may be doing some sort of schooling, night schooling, learning something new here. It will be very beneficial for your future. Don't get disheartened when you're left out of something, though. It looks like you might be left out. Might be some sort of invitation or something. You're like, where's my invitation? But yeah, just be careful with money at this time. Start to save up and only spend if you absolutely have to. All right, up next, we've got Rita. Will I clear my government competition exam? So this is a yes and no. This is very quick. Will Rita clear the government competition exam? That's a yes. That's nice and happy. Very, very responsible person you are, Rita. So this is very nice energy. There is somebody who wants to help you with your journey moving forward. You've got some sort of very, very close bond with this person, and you two want to go out and celebrate about what you've done and what you've accomplished. But I think there's going to be a lot more to come now. But that's a positive, beautiful yes for you, Rita. Yeah, there's a judgment card. That's the government. You will be hanging around waiting for something though. You're getting things together. You're making plans. This is usually two women discussing a baby shower or a wedding, engagement. This is like planning going on here. But that's a positive yes. But this is like hanging around. So the next step is going to go into the planning progress of what you want to do next. But that's a yes there, Rita. So congratulations. I'm believing that it's a full-on yes. Okay, and the other question quickly was, Al-Shiba, is Yuzar's feelings and thoughts for me? There's been no communication or anything coming towards me. Al-Shiba wants to know, how does the Sag feel about her? Wants to know, how does the Gemini, how does the Sag feel about the Gemini? That's easier to say that. How does the Sag feel about, how does the Sag feel about the Gemini? Because there's no communication. There's a lot of love, but they don't want to admit it. This is somebody that thinks about love, thinks about long-term commitment, thinks about displaying love. This is someone putting something on top and saying, nope, not interested, don't want to commit, don't want to communicate, going very quiet. I don't know if this person is angry. I don't know if they're depressed, but hidden inside, they do love you. There is a love connection there, but they're not showing it. They don't want to. When will they? Maybe. I don't know. Let's just get some more information here. Okay, after this is Furious, Tonya, Kat, Saloni, Sunny. How come I'm doing Al-Shiba right now? Al-Shiba is the last one on the list. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's making plans about what he wants to do for the future, and you need to stop analysing the situation. Don't even try to communicate with this person right now. I feel like you're going to get a brick wall. You're going to get somebody that shuts you out. I feel like he might be exploring avenues with other people, other situations, but you need to manifest a positive movement for yourself. I don't know if you two have got distance between you. You might be making plans on moving towards this person. You might be making plans on changing your job, whatever. If you want to make plans to move because you want to move or you want a new job or whatever, do it for you. Not because you want to try and get closer to this person. This person's got a wall up at the moment for some reason. They're very angry about something, or they're very quiet about something at the moment. Anyway, that's what we got about that person. Right, so Sunny Joe. So you're next on the list. What happened to Furious? Is Furious gone? Sunny Joe is last, so I don't see any action at all at the moment, Al-Shiba. I see somebody that there is a love and an affection thing there, but they're not displaying it for some reason. They're hiding their emotions at the moment. Saloni and Kat, they're at and Tonya as well. How come we're going backwards through this list? I have to go, guys, so I'm just going to read whatever question's there. Okay, so Sunny, do you think my brother Joel doesn't want me to succeed? I don't know. I hope what I'm feeling is wrong. What does Joel feel towards Sunny Joe? What does Joel feel towards Sunny Joe? Ooh, anger. No, they do want you to have a good life and all of that. Joel does want you to be happy, healthy. They want you to move in the direction of what you want. There's some sort of remorse and guilt thing here. There's some sort of apology that needs to happen. There may be some sort of reunion between the two of you where you can start on something new. You need to find something that both of you are interested in and both of you agree about. So if he loves Trump and you love Biden, there's no point of talking politics. If he likes Buddhism and you like to be a Catholic, there's no point talking about religion. So you've got to find where you have a common ground, and that might be where you mend the bridge here. There is a very, very big jealousy thing going on here. So I don't know if in the past you were favoured in the family. He feels that you got more than he got, or you got more attention, or he feels that you've had a better life than he's had. But this can be about toxic sort of feelings. There is this shock sort of... that there's something hidden there. There's some sort of shock sitting there. There's also something to do with somebody that may have got very, very ill and it's affected him in a bad way. The other way of looking at it is it's sort of like it's just too much of a burden for one person. I do like that these two cards are sitting here because this is going on a new journey and maybe mending the bridge between the two of you. I don't feel he wants to sabotage your life or, you know, he wants things to go wrong for you. I think sometimes he looks at it and thinks, why does she get this and why does she get that and why don't I get it? It's all sort of like... it can happen between siblings when one of them is very successful or has a lot of happiness and the other one just doesn't seem to win a trick. So yeah, I wouldn't be getting too bogged down with any kind. There's no hatred cards there. There is a jealousy festering sort of overload going on. What's going on with Joel? No, that's happiness and a bright future. I'd focus on something positive between the two of you, something that you both connect on the same level, and try and work little bit by little bit on this. But I do think there might be something other going on inside of him that he hasn't told you about. This is you trying to manifest something positive. If it was upside down, that would be someone trying to sabotage, someone angry, whatever. Yeah, I'm reading yours now, so hopefully you can hear it, Sunny Joe. I'm seeing the text coming up, but I've already done the reading. So yeah, it does look like your cards, this is your future. This is what's been going on. So I do think you've been worried about stuff and you've been, you know, mentally fatiguing yourself with all of this. I do feel like he's sometimes like, why did this happen again? Or why is she doing this? Why is she doing so good? Down the track, it does look like this is love and community and celebration, something nice in the future. But no, I don't think that he wants you not to succeed or whatever. I think in actual fact, he wants you to move forward and do something different with your life. But there's a love thing there between you, even though there's a frustration at the same time. Okay, so up next after that, I've got Kat. I'm just looking at whatever questions I've got here. Kat, started a new job, super stressful. What do you see with this work? What's going on with this job for Kat? What's going on with this job for Kat? Okay, guys, I'm going to be turning this off after this next reading. So I'm going to do Kat and Saloni, and sorry, guys, I am done. I have to go. Sorry, it was my fault because the thing stopped working. New job, super stressful. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be okay. There are going to be some ups and downs. You need to find the balance. You need to find the help of this person. So in this new job, you need to find out there's some friendly character. There's someone that could help you balance things back out. But this is where you're going to be successful and new things going on. This is where you're stressing yourself out and being quiet. Don't be quiet. Ask questions. If you need help, ask for help. What else have we got for Kat? What else Kat need to know in this new job? Furious and Tonya, yeah, I don't think they came back. So after Kat, I've got Saloni and I am done. So close the list. I am done, guys. Thank you, Brooklyn. You will be successful. You'll be happy. It's going to take about a year, unfortunately, Kat. 3 aces is where it's going to happen over time. Things are going to get better. You need to find out and talk to the right people. Stop being quiet. Stop sitting in the background, worrying about it all, worrying about the stress. Talk to the boss if you have to. Talk to one of your colleagues if you have to. But this is showing me great success and happiness here in the future. You've also got wedding invitations and engagement and all of that. Very successful. This here is where you're putting too much burden on your own mind and you're not asking for help. And it can be that somebody's making you feel that way as well. It's a male energy, or it could be a female about a male. All right, so moving on to Saloni. Is your boyfriend Himanshu loyal or not? Okay, is Himanshu loyal to Saloni? Is Himanshu, loyal to Saloni. Red cards mean yes, black cards mean no. You got every card meaning yes. I feel that this person is very socializing. They like being out and about. They've actually come up with a male energy card. So the only thing they're talking about or talking with is males. There is no other women or anything like that. I think they might be flirty at times, but it's harmless. They're also going to be very, very successful with money. They've got to be careful with money because it's sort of like it builds and then they go crazy and they spend too much money. What else does Saloni need to know? Okay, so you've had broken heart in the past. I think you've had something happen in the past and you're getting worried about it. And then you sit here worried about, like, is this happening? Isn't this happening? What's going on? Trust me, I know how that feeling can be when you're not too sure about someone's intentions or what's going on in the background. You need to get over whatever this is, because I think that in the past, maybe there was someone that betrayed you or whatever in the past. And this is where you cry about things, but here, this is just showing happiness, talking, going places, making money. It's not showing me anything to do with betrayal. This card does mean betrayal, but I think this is something that already happened to you before, and you're worried that it's happening again. This can represent a baby girl as well, and fertility. So down the track, there might be something to do with babies and pregnancy as well. Anyway, that's it. That's what I've got. No, I don't think this person is being unfaithful or anything like that. So thank God for that, because I really don't like looking at those kind of questions. But anyway, okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for all your help, and I will catch everybody tomorrow.